This video is from my Ecolo, E-C-O-L-O cycle, 48 volt MaxSE electric bicycle. The Ecolo Cycle Company is based in Montreal, Quebec. The bicycle is designed for Canada. However, it's based on Japanese technology according to their website. But I found that most of the parts, the tires, the batteries from ROHS Battery Company, which is Chinese. The tires are from China. Quite a few of the other parts are from China. The bike has disc brakes in the front, disc brakes in the rear. It has 7-gear Shimano shifter. Oops, excuse me, just bumped the bike there. It's a step through. It has a 500 watt motor in the rear with Acer derailleurs. So it's 48 volt. It's a lithium battery. It's supposed to be good for 900 charges. It has adjustable gas shocks in the front. Has a nice bright headlight. Right at night, it wraps right directly off the battery. It has rear taillights, but they operate off 2 AA batteries. Bike has 6 levels of pedal assist. Okay, and my understanding from reading all the literature and everything, what happens is when you're on pedaling at level 1, you can go up to 70 kilometers on a charge. The bike has some regenerative capabilities. According to the literature I've read on it, at level 1, it regenerates 80% of the power. Level 2 is 50% of the power used, and level 3 is 30% of the power used. And 4, 5, and 6 are fully on the throttle and just for fun. In Ontario, where I live, the electric bikes are limited to a top speed of 32 kilometers an hour. I've had this one. It sits 500 watt motor in the back. It has gone up well over 40, 45, 51 kilometers an hour has my max I've been onto it so far. I was on a slight downhill and being on the throttle, just throttling. So the thing is, the throttle is over here. This twist throttle right here. Twist that, the bike can engage the throttle. Okay. Underneath here, there's a power control button. The red button here, that's for turn the power assist on and off. When it's off, you just ride in just pure pedal power. The bike weighs 24 kilograms with the battery and everything attached. So it's quite heavy bike to pedal just by leg power. The reason I got the electric bike was I'm getting older. My knees aren't as good as they were used to be. And I wanted something I could go back and forth work on without, long to Rideau Canal here in Ottawa. And just riding along, having some fun, enjoying the sights, and not having to deal with the problems of traffic and price of gas is getting ridiculous. It's almost $1.40 a liter here in Ottawa. So I just wanted something to cut down on the cost and everything. And according to literature, whenever you charge this battery from flat, it's 15 cents to charge it. The battery takes a full 10 hours to charge. I'll explain that a little later on. Okay. So again, disc brakes back, disc brakes front, 6 levels of power assist. This is to set your different modes. So you can reprogram your controller using the set button. I haven't figured that out yet. Up, down, on, off. When you hit at night, you hit the power button twice. It'll bring up the black display for the LCD. Or you can just hold down the button and turn it off totally. Turn it back on. Over here, you got the seat. Just level the simple lever in the back here. You flip that lever, it comes the seat like that. So you take out your battery. Batteries comes with 2 keys. Turned off. On battery right here, there's a pin. What you do is you can retract the pin like that with the key. Then the battery, you just pull up on the handle. You take the battery in your office, the house, wherever you want. You got a convenient connection. Plug it in while you work, recharge the battery. You just go like that. There the pin's out a little bit, relocks the battery in place on the bicycle for security. Okay, the bike could use a few other options, like on the post here, maybe they could have put a place for a water bottle, something like that in here. It would be nice on hot days when it's like 30-some degrees and you ride it down, could have a little bit of water. No place to put locks. I put a set of panniers on the back here with a lock and cable in the back for my going to work. Now, I like the bike. It is a comfortable bike, and when it runs running right, it's a nice bike. However, the bike does have some issues. When I first got the bike, the handlebars were loose. Kate was riding my first ride home, put on the brakes. Handlebars just like rotated underneath like that, went almost 90 degrees around. The headstock in here was loose. It wobbled back and forth all over the place. There's a little button in here. You lift that down, lift up this little latch here. See if I can do this one-handed. Lift that down. Get my hat. There we go. Like that. This rotates. There's a little screw in here that was loose. That screw right there was loose, causing the handlebars to wobble around. There's screws inside here underneath these covers. There's some set screws to on either side. They were loose, causing the headstock. I had to take the bike to get that fixed. Okay. Put that back on later. Okay. When I picked up this bike from the retailer here in Ottawa, I was told by the retailer that there was a manual came with the bike. So I went in to get the bike. I purchased on a Wednesday. Went in. I told them to come back Saturday morning to get it. I showed up. They're like, "Oh man, you're here to get the bike." Wow, we weren't expecting a sort of thing like that, eh? The original charger came with the bike was defective and it had to be returned to Montreal for a replacement. I was told the manual would be coming with the new charger. Charger showed up, no manual. So I said, "Where's the guy's manual?" He said, "Well, it's on the company website." So I went to the Ecolo Cycle website and I checked it all out, and I can't find that manual anywhere. So I emailed the company back on the 6th of May, asking where the manual was on their website, and so far I have not heard back from the company. I had to take this bike back for the loose handlebars. Then I had to go get the bike, go back for the charge, take it back because the handlebars, go back, get the bike again. It's like 4 to 5 trips now. The bike here, as you saw when I turned it on here, turn the bike back on. You see, only got like there you go. 205 kilometers on this bike. Now, it's got double wall tires. It's 205 kilometers. I was riding home last Thursday from work. And guess what? I got a flat tire, 205 kilometers. I tried to put air in it. Won't hold any air. The tire, it just went, it blew. It's just like that. I was sitting there waiting for a light change. All of a sudden, the tire's flat. It won't hold any air. The tube's gone. So I got to take the bike back That was on Thursday. They can't look at it till Wednesday. I got to wait 6 days for them to take a look at the bike and fix the back tire for me. I tried to figure out how to do this myself, but right down here on these electric bikes, there's a disconnect right here behind this cable, thing right here. This has to be separated. I can't figure out how to separate it, so I'm going to get them to show me how to do that so I can change my own tires in the future. It has to be separated, battery power turned off, separated, so you can disconnect your, take the nuts off for the wheels. That's another thing. The bike has 18 millimeter nuts on the back wheel. It's an 18 millimeter. So I had to go in and I actually had to order a special 18 millimeter bicycle wrench so I could take that tire off in the future. It's industry standard 17. So when you take it off, you got to disconnect your disc brakes and all that. Like I said, I like the bike. The company to deal with is they're out of Montreal. I don't know if that's a problem, what it is, but I've emailed them 3 times with questions. I haven't got a response yet. Another problem with the bike is when you go into Google Maps, from where I live in Ottawa to work, it's 11.7 kilometers by the bike trails. It's 12.2 kilometers by car because I have to go a slightly longer route. But this bicycle, it tells me it's 16 kilometers, according to the controller here. I emailed the company and I said, explain my problem. Says, how do you change the tire size in the controller? And they came back and says, their response to my question about how to change it is change the tire size. I emailed them back and says, how do you do that? I have no manual for the controller. So I'm still waiting for a response for that. That's about 5 days now. I've been waiting for that response. So their customer service for this company is not very good. I keep emailing. I've emailed 3 times. I've left messages on their 1-800 voicemail system. Sometimes you call the 1-800 number and you don't get a response. The company, they did give me a manual. This is your instructions manual and guarantee. Over here it says on the bike right here. Please read the instruction manual carefully. This manual, give me a sec here.